Hard Knocks Fighting Championship returned to Estevan for HK24, which was also the third time they have been hosted in town. There was lots of hype leading up to the fight as local Derek Daku was set to fight Devin Smith for the amateur heavyweight title. Both fighters entered the match with undefeated MMA records. HK24 also featured something different with a junior MMA match. Local Rourke Frankie faced Christian Crothers out of Regina. In the junior match, no head contact was allowed. The two boys fought all 3 rounds to get experience, and although no winner was declared, Frankie dominated most of the fight, even making Crothers tap out once.
We would now like to call.
In total, there were 12 fights on the night. Estevan Knight Felix Jimenez was back in the cage, still looking for his first win. Before the fight, Jimenez talked about his preparations for fighting his bigger opponent, Steve Arns.
Oh yeah, for sure. Help me gain weight for sure, because I don't want to be too skinny for that fight. Oh, right on. I've been doing a lot of judo, so I hopefully I get to use that.
Arns looked for the quick start in the match, but Jimenez wasn't fazed and quickly took his opponent to the ground. At the start of the second round, Felix scored another quick takedown and finished the fight by applying the chokehold. It was Felix's first win in 3 tries, but it was easy to see how much Jimenez has improved since his first fight. Up next, Mike Gibb and Craig Gaudry, both from Estevan, went toe-to-toe in a slugfest. Gaudry was coming off a win last time in the cage, and for Gibb, this was his first time fighting for Hard Knocks. Gaudry had a couple chances to finish off Gibb, but he wouldn't go down. After 2 rounds of squaring off, the two fighters ran out of steam. The third round had little to no action, and Gaudry won the fight in a decision. Bob McCumber of Brandon, Manitoba, and Harold Braun of Kenora, Ontario were involved in an interesting fight. Braun had the upper hand for most of the fight, but delivered an accidental knee to the head. Knees and elbows to the head are illegal in amateur MMA, and as a result, the fight was declared no contest. Wade Baldwin was another local fighter looking for his first win, and he spoke about his training before the fight.
My cardio, just game plan. I should have, stick and move, don't get in a bar brawl. And I've cut a lot of weight. I'm down about 10 pounds from the last time, so that'll help.
Baldwin was facing Damon Steedman out of Humboldt. Baldwin went straight to work in the first round, taking his opponent to the ground and hammering him with punches. During his ground and pound attack, the fight was stopped as Baldwin hit his opponent with an illegal punch to the back of the head. Stedman was allowed time to recover from the blow, but it didn't help. After the restart, Baldwin quickly took control of the fight. Eventually, he took down Stedman and finished him off with the hammer fists.
At 2 minutes and 16 seconds of the very first round, the winner by verbal tap out in the red corner,
With the title on the line, Derek Daku stepped up his training for this match. He spoke about it before the fight.
It was actually awesome. We trained at the Tap Out Center in Vegas for, first time 4 days, and then I was down a second time. I trained for 3 days, so had some private lessons with a guy named Ron Fraser, which is Randy Couture's boxing coach. So we actually got to train and learn from the best, and learned an awful lot in those few days. So it was a great experience for me.
Spectre Place was abuzz as Daku came to the ring for the main event of the night. Both Daku and Devin Smith had knocked out their previous opponents in Estevan, and some people might have been expecting a toe-to-toe match. However, it was clear from the start of the fight both fighters were just as comfortable on the ground. Daku locked in a standing chokehold early, but Smith wouldn't give in. The first round ended with Daku holding the upper hand. In the second, Daku scored an early takedown, which came back to bite him. Daku scored some shots from on top, but Smith locked in a chokehold from the bottom position, and it was game over.
via guillotine choke, the new heavyweight champion in the blue corner, Estevan the Giant Killer Smith!
After the fight, we spoke to Baldwin about his big win and what the future holds for him.
Yeah, it's good. It's been a long road. Yeah. About a year in the making for that one, so it feels good to get a win, definitely. I think the second takedown, when I lost a point for getting back in the head, they broke us up. Got a breather, which helped. And then just was planning on getting back, taking him down. And then I was in the mount the first time, and he was throwing lots of strikes from the bottom, so I just planned on taking him down and then staying in side control. I wouldn't mind avenging a couple losses anyway, so see whatever hard knocks, whatever they put in front of me, I'll see what they want me to do and I'll do it.
For EstevanMercury.ca, I'm Reese Kelso.